Hello, it's Ruby, and today I am going to be filming a what I eat in a day, but it's going to be a slightly different one because I'm going to be doing two different days, one whilst I'm at home, one whilst I'm at university. So I'm going to be showing you the home one first, which is what I'm eating today. So I had two parts to my breakfast. The first part is a smoothie, and I just took two large handfuls of spinach and then chopped up one apple, then I had about a quarter of a cucumber. I love putting cucumbers in my smoothies because it gives it this really lovely fresh taste. And then I just top that off with some coconut water. This is such a delicious smoothie, and I've been having it most mornings because it just starts off your day in a really nice way. It's really refreshing and it's packed full of greens. And then as part two to my breakfast, I decided to have some porridge. I didn't actually have that much porridge this morning. Usually I will have a larger bowl, but we got pizzas last night and I was actually still pretty full from that. So I only had a small bowl and I topped that off with some hemp seeds.
What is that? What have you got?
Oh, and Lola had a strawberry and she was being really silly and playful with it. I also had a Brazil nut because of the selenium in them. I'm actually pretty full after that. Don't really feel like finishing my smoothie at the moment because I'm just not really hungry. I'm gonna pour it into one of these popsicle molds and I'm gonna have it later as a popsicle because I think that would be really good. Just don't go everywhere. This is me trying and failing to successfully pour my smoothie into these popsicle molds. I did get it all over the table. We're here at this spa thing, and I mentioned this in a video a couple weeks ago, but my mum has kindly given my sister and I these vouchers that she got for Christmas for a massage. Yeah, we're having massages now, which is really nice. This is Martha's orange jumper, but she doesn't want to be in the video. Yes, so this was my lunch. I didn't actually end up really liking it. I always feel bad when I don't like the food that I order when I'm out. It was really nice to just sit down for lunch with my mum and sister, and I didn't end up finishing this. So when I got home, I got myself some cereal because I was pretty hungry. So I used the original Alpro almond milk, which is my favourite milk, and I love this Weetabix Crispy Minis fruit and nuts cereal. I think it's my favourite cereal. It's so good. And I also got myself a large glass of pear juice. Yum. I'm now back home for the day. I had a really good time out. Each of my mum, my sister and I had a massage, then we got lunch, then we went round to my friend Natasha's just for a little bit, like for under an hour, after doing some charity shopping, and now we're home. My grandparents are coming around for dinner this evening. So then before dinner I had 3 of these veggie Colin the Caterpillars. These are the sour ones and these are so addictive. So then on to dinner. We had my grandparents around for dinner, and we always have a huge medley. So I started off by having a piece of bread and some of this Sabra hummus, which is my favourite hummus. And then to eat, I had some of these soba noodles, some scrambled tofu, and also the wild mushrooms and onions, which you saw me sauteing earlier. And I also decided to add a little bit of this Dolmio stir-in red pepper sauce, which is my sister and my favourite pasta sauce. Then I did have a dessert. I had one of these delicious cocoa, passion fruit and peach yogurts. This is my first time trying it and it's so delicious. And I also had that with some frozen fruit, so do not let this portion size fool you. I had so much frozen mango. I was snacking on it pretty much the whole time, but it was a really delicious meal, and it's always great to eat dinner and chat with family. Okay, that's everything that I ate today, and now I'm going to show you what I ate on a day at university. So for breakfast at university this day, I had some porridge, very predictably. I do like to have porridge every morning. I just think it starts off the day really well. It gives you loads of energy, and I just have half a cup of oats, and then I will add a half cup of water and a dash of almond milk because I was running short on almond milk. This is the perfect consistency. Then I like to just chop up half a banana. And I also decided to add some frozen blueberries and some frozen mango. Then I added a little bit of this Country Crisp cereal because I didn't have very much left and I just wanted to use it up. And now for toppings, so I like to add some cacao nibs. Then I added a teaspoon of maca powder and also some hemp seeds. And I just topped that off with a little bit more almond milk, well, the rest of the almond milk, and also a drizzle of agave nectar. Then I always like to have almond butter. My very favourite one is the coconut and almond one by Meridian. It's so tasty. And I just ate my breakfast this day whilst doing some work. I don't have lectures until 11:30 this day, and so I just spent the morning doing some studying, and I actually did have a presentation for my poetry class this day, so I was doing some last minute preparation for that. Then it came to lunch, and I actually ate my lunch at 11 because I wanted to eat before I went on campus. Okay, it's only actually 11 o'clock, but I am on campus till 6:30 and I really don't want to bring a big lunchbox with me because I've got a huge poetry anthology that I need to bring with me on Fridays. So I'm eating lunch now. I'm not really that hungry, and this is the last piece of bread I had and it burnt, but I'm still going to try and salvage some of it. I've got some spinach bites, some edamame beans, and then I'll have some hummus with it. But I'm also going to bring a banana and some nuts to campus to snack on, and then I'll just have a bigger dinner. This was an abnormally small lunch just because I wasn't hungry. I'd had a long-lasting bowl of oats which had really filled me up. I also just had 2 of these water crackers. Then I headed to campus. As I said, I had this poetry presentation which didn't go brilliantly, but it didn't go terribly. And then in between 2 of my seminars, I decided to have this apple, fruit and nut bar that my mum had given me a few days earlier. It was really tasty. I really enjoyed this. I just snacked on this to keep me full and going ready for my next seminar because you don't want to be hungry in seminars. Then for my final seminar of the day, I was actually going to the old library, and right before I decided to look around the Bill Douglas Museum, which is basically this cinema museum, and it was really cool. Downstairs there are all of these amazing old artifacts, and I found this interactive table of things, and there was this flip book of the Empire State Building, which I thought was really cool. And in our lesson, we actually were looking at some of the old books in the archives, and it was so much fun. And for dinner, I decided to have some sweet potato. Okay, here's my amazing dinner, and I'm just gonna have this with some hummus. Jade told me about this combination: hummus, sweet potato, beans, and then I just added some kale with some olives, edamame beans. I'm so hungry, so I'm looking forward to eating this. I'm now gonna have some of these hummus crisps with some more of this Moroccan hummus, which I showed earlier. Yes, so that is my what I eat in a day video, or what I eat in 2 days. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do keep in mind that what I eat changes every single day, so some days I will be more hungry, some days I'll be less hungry, and I really do try to listen to my body and keep on eating if I'm still hungry and stop eating if I'm full. So it does vary a lot what I eat from day to day, so do keep that in mind. But I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you have a productive week.